morning here in Switzerland, but it's good we have some rain because we really needed some. Just playing a bit of Italian classical music here. Special for one of my subscribers, Sandro. Hope you like this one. Fortunately, the chainsaw instrument has stopped. They're just chopping some hedges down here, but I think they're finished with that, so hopefully. Well, welcome to the first of the Sweet Bomb reviews. At least my attempt to locate sweeter or very sweet or extremely sweet aromatics. Doing the honours today is this Clark Special from Savinelli 6mm pipe, made in the honour of Clark Gable, who apparently smoked something similar. And since he did a brilliant Fletcher Christian in Mutiny of the Bounty, it put me in a naval thought for my tamper, which is Lord Admiral Nelson, not Captain Bligh. That would not be good. Well, I made a little selection out of what I have in the cellar and looked at a lot of reviews on YouTube, as well as many on tobacco reviews, and I tried to search out ones which were high in flavour and taste and were aromatics, and somewhere sweetness was mentioned, but it was mixed success because either I got ones that I had in mind anyway, or I got ones which were no longer available or very hard to get. So the ones I picked for the first 5, let's put it that way, will be the following: Cupcake, Boswell's; Bear Blend, Boswell's; Gareth and Hogarth, Caramel and Coffee; Eileen's Dream; and one obvious one to all, Monte Dolce. Also fits with this music, don't you think, Sandro? So the first one being Cupcake. Oh, doing the honours is my gold-plated Zippo special edition there. Refilled it and have need of it at the moment. Well, Cupcake, the tin nose. Let's take another whiff in the tray, but the tin is even better because it's got all that vapour that's built up. So there it is. Beautiful. Definitely sweet, sort of caramelly nose with a kind of sort of pastry thing, which is, I guess, cupcake, a cake type of aroma. Here's what it looks like. Big chunks of black Cavendish in there, some of them huge. And it is black Cavendish and brown Cavendish, so nice mixture there. Lovely. My wife tells me the smoke note or room note is very pleasant. casing is butter, sugar, caramel, cream topping. These tobacco reviews describes it as that. And I think all of us know that Boswells are absolute masters, almost in their own premier class of particularly aromatics, but not only. Almost any Boswell blend you can pick is somewhere between very good and excellent plus. So the cut is a kind of ribbon cut with rather chunky, large black Cavendish pieces in there, but a nice cut. And if you find a big chunk like that, you can always just halve it and quarter it or something and fit it in. Touch is, as with many Boswells, it's got a bit of moisture there, but very often you can smoke them almost out the tin, or with, let's say, 15 or 30 minutes dry, depending on your taste. But they are somehow very good at smoking very well, even if they're a bit moist. And you feel that in the touch. There's a slight oiliness from the topping, but very moderate. And it's pretty easy to pack, you know, no issues. Maybe you should have dried it a touch longer if you don't want to have too many relights. That might be a factor. So how about the taste? The all-important question. Well, it's very pleasant. It's sweet. You get those toasty notes. It's creamy. It's smooth, creamy, very nice. There's a little bit of that cake flavour around there, you know. I've had about 4 or 5 bowls of this, couldn't resist it, and it's really good, nice, easy one to love, very quick. Touch of vanilla, sometimes little bursts of more, something stronger, a bit of caramel, a bit of sugar frosting that some people have mentioned. I get it in small bursts. Very low nick, you know, you could smoke probably 3 bowls without feeling that much from it. It sort of burns to a sort of white and grey ash in my pipe at least. And I'm always using one of those sharrow pads at the bottom, so if there is any dottle, it gets sucked into that pad, which makes cleaning a little bit easier and is helping to dry my smoke, whatever moisture level this has. I did have the hygrometer on it, and it's a little bit at the high side of 80% relative humidity, just a bit on the limit. But I've been letting it dry, but as it's a wet, sort of rainy day here, it won't dry that effectively. But quite smokable as it is. I can't call this a sweet bomb. No. St. James Flake is sweeter and has natural sweetness, of course. So with the right Virginias, aged in the right way, you can get very high levels of sweetness. But it's very, very nice as it is in its own character, but not a sweet bomb. If I'll ever find one, maybe I'm just looking too high, but as I said, there are some out there a bit sweeter than this. Absolutely no bite. Another good thing about Boswell blends throughout is it's awful hard really to get yourself bitten from them. And they even make one called No Tongue Bite Delight, an aromatic, which I've got 3 or 4 tins of because I just love it, the flavour of it. They're just fantastic. What's it like? Another blend. Well, I haven't tried Malta Dolce yet, but some might point the finger in that direction. My hopes are that that will be even sweeter. I think it will be. For one I've tried from Boswell's, actually, Christmas Cookie reminds me of this one a bit. Christmas Cookie has got a little bit of that cinnamony, Christmas sort of sweet spicing on the edge, which this one doesn't have. So there's those differences, but from the strength of the sweetness and general flavour of those various vanilla, caramel, maple, and all those things that you could find in it, it's quite similar, I think. When would you smoke this? Well, I would have this with afternoon tea. If I'm having some scones with jam or something like that, or just after the afternoon tea, perhaps with something sweet. Tea in general is a good drink to have with this. I think it sets it off nice. Some people have said you have it as a dessert, after your lunch or dinner. Absolutely. I could even agree with some people who say I could smoke this all day, which you could, absolutely. If tea, then I would have maybe Earl Grey with this one. Just with that tone of bergamot that's in the Earl Grey, which will sort of counterbalance this. Very nice. Other YouTube reviews about Cupcake are Iron Rails and Pipe Dreams did one a couple of years ago. There were actually less than I thought I would find. There's only 3 or 4 that I found when I searched under Cupcake tobacco reviews. Corncob Piper did one a couple of years ago, and Classical Pipes did one about 6 years ago, and that's it. There's a lot more on tobacco reviews, of course, written reviews. And Tobacco Reviews gave it 3.5 overall, pretty high score. I'd give it a 3.2. It's just about in the excellent class, I agree, but it's a little slightly underpowered for the sweetness that I was kind of expecting. Now, for 2 days I haven't smoked anything before I tried this, in order to have a little rest and rest my tongue to make sure I'm fully receptive. And I did have a little bit of sweetness for breakfast, just to make sure it's all working and my receptors are functioning. So I think I tried to give it the best crack of the whip I can. Now it's true, before that break I had smoked several bowls of this, but I thought that let's give it a break now, and before I really make the final one. But more or less, those previous smokes are consistent with what I'm tasting now. But 3.2 is an excellent score, and I certainly would consider to buy this one again. Although Boswells have so many good ones, you know. I must have bought 6 or 7 tins of Northwoods, and I'm very curious to know how the Bear blend is coming out, because some people have commented that that is powerful in flavour. But I think, well, what should I try for the next one? You've seen the thumbnail there, so should it be Multi Dolce, Eileen's Dream, Gareth and Hogarth Caramel and Coffee, or the Bear Blend? Which one should I smoke? You let me know. The sun has come out and the church bells are ringing. This glorious moment. Well, I'll keep it a little shorter today, and I'm looking forward then to your suggestions on what the next one should be. I hope you're all keeping well out there, and I think we're all looking forward to a little bit of opening out, which is just now a couple of 3 weeks away for most countries. In fact, some first steps, because they'll do it in stages, and already yesterday I could go to the garden centre and get anything, and you can go to the hairdresser in Switzerland now, so you know, my wife is feeling a little bit less on edge when that happens. I think that's a way to do it. So better times are coming. Okay, so you all take care and look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you again soon about the next sweet bomb. Cheers everyone, bye bye.